Good day, YouTube. How are you all doing today? I am the Trechetican, and welcome to episode 40 of my DNS TechPack Let's Play. How are we all doing today? So, last episode, if we remember, we got ourselves this all so it could be all automatically fixed. So as you see, it's slowly fixing itself up right now using the flint in here. Flint, cooking, charging, going into there, going into here, repairing the tool. Which will then shoot it over here and start chopping up some more of these purple mushrooms. Because we were needing mushrooms to get herba to grow stuff. So we'll leave that for now because we've done that. We don't need to do that anymore. Let's go up top. As you see, I have been a little bit busy planting and growing some silverwood saplings. And all of these have the pure nodes right there. There's one. This one's got one there. There's one floating there. I do believe that the mod that cuts the trees down entirely, it always leaves the fancy bits, the pure nodes. So I've made it so that this whole area is now pure nodes. It's all magical forest. Every single bit of it. That's good. That's what I wanted. So this is only part of what I need to do. I now need to clean out the rest of these leaves and just keep the pure nodes about. I do believe I need to keep the pure. I'm not 100% sure about this. If I need to keep the pure nodes or not to keep it as magical forest, I'm sure I can destroy them. I don't want to risk it. I'm just going to leave them. They're not going to be too much of a problem being there anyway. And as you see, these mana beans have been growing. You can see there's different stages. I only got one. You have a chance of getting two when you break these, when they're at full size. So far, one. Oh, there we go. Got two that time. Haha! Awesome. So, let me go away for a second and chop down these trees. And get rid of all the other leaves, all the trees, all the bits and bobs and who's and has. And I will be right back. And I'm back. So I just checked it. I can cut these down without destroying the blocks. So that was good. So I can chop this down. Pop, and I'll keep the pure node there. Perfect. I could be using the grafter, Thaumic grafter, to keep some of these, but I've got quite a few already. Ah, there we go. Yeah, I've already done quite a few. I've already got 5 on me. Good lord, and I've already got like about 14, 15 in my AE system. So don't really need any more than what I've got. Drop this one down. Oh, there's the pure node for that one. There we go. So our area is lovely, all nice. Pure nodes everywhere. Yay! And these shimmer leaves, always with these shimmer leaves, shear them. Do I have shears? I've got shears. Shear these. Don't just break them. You shear them, you get the shimmer leaf itself, which is handy for stuff later on, which we don't have to worry about yet, but you never know, we might have to. So let's put these away in my inventory. As you see, I've got all of the mana beans on my body. Person. So next what I want to do is I want to make a area here for where I could farm these mana beans. So I've got to think of a design to make it as efficient as possible. Efficiency? Yes, that's right. Efficiency. And I'm going to try and do that. Let me have a think about it, and I'll be right back. And I'm back. So I believe I've got a plan of sorts here. I'm going to make a wee bit of a stepped bit here. That, and then it'll be another step. And what I'll do is I'll keep on stepping this out and out and out. And what I can do here is fall through the floor. What I'll have is a chest here in that spot, probably in the ender chest, And then I'll have my golems sitting here, and I can have all of the mana beans just kind of planted around the area. And obviously it can be expanded and expanded and expanded and expanded. Also, this bottom one's not very efficient because you can't have the mana bean in the same corner, if you know what I mean. So I can do this as pretty much any time, as many times as I need or want. And I can leave these guys to grow. While we do that, I'll build this out quite a bit more, and as you know, it can encompass the whole area as much as I want, really. So yeah, why don't I do that? This is going to take me a bit of time, so a bit boring. Bit boring. Oh, please don't. So yeah, I'm going to do this a bit off camera, guys, and I will be right back. And I'm back. So, as you can see, I've built a bit of a staircase, but I've also put a double wall around the edge. This can be expanded out further if I do start wanting to. I doubt it, but yeah, this is a pretty decent size. What I'm going to have also, this is not finished, because this is just going to be me for a while. I'm going to have to wait for these to grow and plant them up here, and then here, then here, then here, then here. But what I want is a way to automatically harvest them and plant them. So yes, what I'm going to use are golems. Stormcraft, why don't I use golems? So I'm going to go again and use my Thaumium golems, because they have, you know, they're good. They're good. I like them, so why not? And I'm also going to need a couple of upgrades. What I'm going to use is the Column Gore Gather to pick up. So I'm going to need 2 golems. I'm going to use a Gather Core to pick up what's been dropped, and a Harvest Core to actually harvest the mana beans off of the wall, which will be cool and interesting. And then I'll also might possibly need, I'll put a speed upgrade, and I might need a perceptive, that one, the water one. That makes it so you can see further. So I'll probably make a couple of them. They're not hard to make, it's just whatever shard surrounded by gold and whatever aspect. So this one's water shard surrounded by gold nuggets with 10 water. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. So I'm going to need a few more of those. This is dark in here now. This is going to probably spawn mobs. Let's get it lit up a wee bit. And it looks like the fans are actually affecting me down here. That's strange. There we go. That should have everything all lovely jubbled up. A few things up there. There's a couple of spots, but we'll deal with that in a minute. Because what I'll also want is the whole reason we were getting the herb out. We were wanting our... what was it called? I've clean forgot. The Lamp of Growth. That's it. We wanted a Lamp of Growth, which required some stuff. Which was the whole reason we were getting this, so we can get herb out. I think a wisp just spawned inside here. I can hear it, but I can't see it. Why not? My radar's off, that's why. Yep, a wisp is spawned inside. What was that? Sounds deadly in there. So, let's go make some golems. Now, you've seen me make some of them. I don't know if I've shown you how to make a Thaumium. Thaumium, they're just exactly the same. Have I got any extra Thaumium? I have got extra Thaumium. Not quite enough for 2, but enough for 1. So I'll have to make some more Thaumium. Because I need Thaumium blocks. I needed... I needed... Thaumium block. I need the Humanus, the Motus, and the Spiritus. So I'll need to get some of that. Actually, those glow shrooms, which I'm harvesting right now, have, I believe, Spiritus on them. They do. So even better, I can get them as well from that. That's excellent. So I only need 4. No, I need 8. I need 8. Them. I need some rotten flesh. And I need some trapdoors. Don't know if I'll have any. Got one. Let's get some wood. Well, there we go then. 25 of them, I suppose. And we need some more thaumium, so that means we need some iron. Let's get some iron. And we need some magic, so let's get our 4 sleeves. And I believe it's a 1-to-1 ratio for our 4 sleeves, so it's 1 ingot. So I need, let's just do 4 at a time, or 5. Okay, let's get this thrown in here. We need 3 more. There we go, 9, so that's enough for another block. That's going to be full of nastiness in there now. Whoa. Bad stuff. Bad stuff. Let's get a war bucket. And in there. So now we can make another block of thaumium. So now we can make 2 golems. And I believe it was 8 of each. Whoa, bit of lag there for some reason. Sorry about that. I think it was 8 of each needed, isn't it, for this? 8 Humanus, 8 Motus, and 8 Spiritus. So why don't we just grab that? Okay, so why don't we grab that? So it was 8, so I need 16 of these. Let's just do 8 at a time, obviously. 8, and rotten flesh has 1, so it's 8 of these. And it is 8 of these as well. And then 1 block of thaumium. Let's get this all... Oh my god, what's going on? Hold on guys, there's something wrong here. Just give me a sec and I'll be right back. And I'm back, hopefully for the better. I just had to restart my client. Hope that did the trick. So anyway, let's throw some of these things in and see if we get a golem out of it. Yay, golem. Let's see if we can do that again. The answer to that is no. It was too full. I kinda had a feeling that might be the case. Oh my god, so much stuff! Oh, that's bad. That's bad. That's a lot of stuff there. That's a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's a lot of mess. It's a lot of mess. A lot of mess. A lot of mess. And I wasted some stuff as well. Oh well. So let's instead... Let's go. I'll get another golem, but why don't we just now get one of the bits that we're needing? Where's my Golem Golomancy. Let's get the Golem Core Gather. So we just need a blank core and 5 Lucrum and 5 Terra. Simple, right? Simple. Do I have any bricks? I don't. I can make some. Just get 8 on the go because I need them eventually. And let's see if I've got some Nitor. Oh, yes I do. Sweet. A piece of Nitor. Let's get myself a blank doodah. Wand in there. Blank doodah. Now, we needed Lucrum and... I think it was Terra. Lucrum and Terra. So let's see. Let's get some gold of some sort. wonder if these have anything on them. I'm sure nuggets will as well. They don't have anything on them. And they've just got mail, so they don't have lucrum on them, which is a bit silly, but okay. Ooh, this gems do, don't they? So like sapphire. You guys, you've got 2. Okay. 2, 4, 6. And terra, so some dirt. 2, 4, 6. There we go. So that's terra and lucrum and a blank core. Let's get this made up. Let's hope this works. Lucrum, terra, blank animation core. Yeah, gather. What's going on with my frames? Good lord, I'm having a bad day today, guys, I think. Yeah, it's not going well with my frames for some reason. I'll have to restart my computer or something soon. So, I've got a gather golem now. Well, I don't have a golem yet, I've just got a... Well, I've got a golem, but I don't have him put in. And I'm going to put him right there. And I'm going to give him the core gather. So he'll be able to gather stuff eventually once it starts dropping. Right now nothing's going to happen, so he's not going to be able to drop anything. If I say dropped a piece of rotten flesh for him, he'll pick it up and put it in the chest. Ta-da! As I say, I could put speed upgrades on him and vision upgrades, depends on how far he can reach. Hopefully far. I hope he goes far. Now we need to make another golem, which I'll do off camera, and make the core harvest, which is the next one I need. Have you seen me making a harvest one? No, you haven't. But anyway, it's simple, very straightforward. So why don't I do that off camera for a second, and I'll be right back. And I'm back, guys. So I turned off a couple of features to make the game look a little bit better, just to try and get my FPS up a bit. So I turned off some of the fancier graphics for leaves and trees and grass, so it just, makes it run faster. So I got myself my next golem, which I'm going to place right here, and I'm going to give him my harvest core. And he's going to harvest when these things are ready. Now, I don't know, I've also made upgrades for the speed and range. I don't know if I'll need them yet. I'm going to have to wait and see. Next. Next. What I want to do, I'm going to go down here. And as you see, I've been making off camera, obviously, lots of these storage devices. Now, I've got a few 64s, and as you see, I'm actually getting pretty full here, aren't I? I'm going to have to make another ME drive, actually, now. NEI? Anytime? Okay. ME drive. Chest. Put my pattern encoder in here and blank patterns I've got. Let's make another 64. If I click here, 64 K storage. I'll actually just make 2. That'll take a wee while to craft all the doodads up. Pretty sure I made all the bits to go in. I did. So anyway, I've got one here anyway, at least I can use for now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a, put it back in here actually, a partition editor from Applied Energistics. Pattern No, not pattern. What did I just say? The partition. That's the one. That's the doodah I want. A partition editor. No, not the drum. Partition editor. What am I missing? I'm missing conversion matrix. Make me one of them. And I think it was a crafting table, wasn't it? Make me one of them. Okay, that's strange. Why is none of this crafting up? It's all powered up. Just give me a second, guys. I'm going to just quickly do a... Just going to restart my client for a second. And I'm back. So it did just look like my client needed restarted. It's now making all the things, and I've got a partition editor in my hand. I'm going to break this block here, and I'm going to put it there. Because again, it doesn't need to be connected, just like the pattern encoder doesn't need to be connected to the system. Not needed. So why don't I grab my last 64 that I've got, and let's tell it that it can match any fuzzy mode. Fuzzy means it'll match any of those, and let's get a... Don't know if I'll have any in here yet or not. I've got a couple in here already. Wow, okay. So I'll take these all out. I'm going to say match any mana bean. I'm going to call it mana beans. Format. So hopefully when I put that in here, there shouldn't be anything in there yet, but if I put these 3 mana beans in here, it should have... There we go. Haha! It says 3 types because there was 3 different types of mana bean that I've put in. Which is cool. That's excellent. That's what I wanted. I wanted that to happen. So I've got those 3 mana beans in there. Sweet. This is the start of the plan. So that must mean that these guys are already doing stuff. Unless I've just... Yeah, maybe not. Maybe they've just been already in the system without me realising. Let's grab them. That we have them. Boom. Let's get these all placed up because we'll need to have these as much as we can. Boop, boop. Boop. And you see, if I have all of this covered with mana beans, it is going to be super quick. There's 2 other things that we need for this build. Actually more than 2, but roughly 2. We need our lamp of growth still. And I think I'm going to make 2 of these lamps of growth, just because that's the way I roll. It's the way I roll. And also these Essentia mirrors. We'll need these as well. So I'll need 2 of these, because you make a pair of them. And I need 2 of these. Not too difficult to make, really. And I'll also need another alchemical furnace with 3 alembics. And 2 void jars and 1 normal jar. That's roughly what I'm going to be needing. It's going to take a wee bit of time to make it. So why don't I freeze in midair and fall to the ground slowly? Why don't I do this off camera and I'll be right back. And I'm back. So I've got a lot of the stuff that I am needing. So why don't I get this all fired up then? What I need to do is I first need to place my... I think I'm going to put it maybe best over here somewhere. I'm going to put this here with the 3 alembics. Boom. Come on, that's the one. Hey. Then I need some Essentia tubes, void jar, and I'll get the rest in a second, because what I need to put in here is some of these. So we just plop them in. Oh, I don't have any fuel source to it. So for now I'll just use coal, because I've got tons of it. Just throw some coal in, let that get cooking up, and see which jar goes into which. So that's that, that's the herba, that's the spiritus. So I want the herba. Herba is my main one, so it goes into a normal jar. And the lux and the spiritus go into void jars, like so. Excellent. Now I need to connect this up to my ME system, as long as I don't fall away. And I'll connect it up to my ME system so that the top will... Let's take one of these mushrooms. And take a piece of coal. Maybe not the best place to have had this, but meh, it'll do. There we go. And I need to connect this up to my ME system, which you get from here. Let's get this all connected up. And I'll cover this up, and I'll show you how I covered the other ones up, which I forgot to do because I was in a rush. Yeah, something wrong today. Something very wrong today, isn't there? So, let's tell these what to export to where. So I want to tell it to the back to export these guys in the groves. And I want to tell you to export coal into the groves. There we go, perfect. And it'll start filling this up. So I can cover this up with some dirt, cover that a bit with dirt. So now what I want to do is I'm going to place a platform in here, about that high. Thanks. And I'm going to put my lamp of growth, and I'm going to put it, yeah, true, I didn't actually need that piece of dirt either, did I really? Or this bit. I'm going to put my lamp of growth, I did need that bit of dirt. Oh, gosh darn it. There we go. I'll do. And I'm going to put my lamp of growth here, and I'm going to put lamp of growth here. Should be enough. Now these have got a range of 6 blocks, so it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's plenty of stuff. Now I need to get my Essentia mirrors. I want to finish this off. I know we're over time, but tough. And I'm going to place this here, and I'm going to right click again, and that's connected these 2 mirrors together. And then I'm going to place it on top of here, and then in a second you can see that little wisp of Essentia getting pushed into there, and a little wisp of Essentia getting pushed into there. How cool is that? So that means we have got this herba generation going on, we've got that cooking up, this happening, that happening, stuff going into here and in there. It's all good, and we'll start seeing that these mana beans will actually start growing a lot faster. These things cause a random block update, which will make these grow very quickly. Not as quick as they used to, as I said, Asnor made them grow slower, but it will help a lot. And then these guys are going to basically harvest them, and then I'll come back and place a few more down, and they'll harvest them again, and they'll place more down, and then more down, more down, and more down. It'll be all good. So guys, this is an almost finished build. It's pretty good so far. We've got the basics of it down. We just need to play about with adding more stuff to it here and there and side to side. But anyway, guys, unfortunately, this is the wrapping up point. So this is the Trechetican signing off episode Dodgy 40. Yes, I've now called this episode Dodgy 40. Have fun!